Real Punjabi tune, huh? Acha, why don't you tell in chanda? Ajanulambita bhujau kanakavadato. बांग्ला की ट्यून में क्यों बोल रहे हो?
चलो अच्छा लगता है ना आपको? बहुत अच्छा। ऐसे ठीक है ना? ऐसे ही बोला करूँ ना?
हाँ, अच्छा लगा, मनोरंजन है। Okay, so we are in the 7th, 16th, yeah, 6th. हंसी अभी भी कंट्रोल नहीं हो रहा है, okay. 16th chapter, 11th verse, glories of Haridas Thakur. Explanation on Niranjan. I'm really appreciating how much explanation has been given from different Upanishads on this word Niranjan. Anjana means no material designation. Material designation. Anjana means designation. Niranjana means no material designation. So yesterday we saw in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad how it has been stated that Krishna is full of 6 opulences. One need not argue for all these things. And then one should worship Krishna with Samaved, hymns of Samaved. In this way, to worship Krishna, one need Acharya. Without Acharya, impossible to worship Krishna. Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Shvetashvatara Upanishad says, Krishna alone is living entity, is object of meditation. You see, object of meditation is Krishna. So in this way, Shvetashvatara Upanishad further says, Yadatma tattvena tu brahma tattvam दीपोपमेनेह युक्तः प्रपश्येत् अजं ध्रुवं सर्वतत्त्वैर्विशुद्धं ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः. Without the mercy of the Supreme Lord, there is no alternative for the living entities to get freedom from material bondage. Moreover, to receive his mercy, a living entity requires self-realization, just as the darkness inside the pot can be dissipated only by a lamp. Similarly, due to our ignorance, the Supreme Lord, who is the controller of the universe, entire universe, appears unreal to us. When a living entity realizes himself, he will automatically realize the Supreme Lord. Through knowledge of self-realization, a living entity understands that though knowledge of self-realization, that though the Lord is situated within his heart, he does not take birth like an ordinary human being. He is aloof from material activities, untouched by any science, infallible and supremely pure. Knowing this, the living entity becomes freed from all bondage. So here, this verse is very beautiful, where it is said, Lord's mercy is required. It's not so easy to get out of this material world. And to have Lord's mercy, one has to understand his position, that he is servant of Krishna. And that can only happen if a person has a mercy of the spiritual master. Simple. To come out of bondage, Lord's mercy is required. And to receive his mercy, one requires self-realization. And what is that self-realization? To be free from ignorance or the darkness, or agyantaha, ignorance. And that can be done by whom? Tadviddhi pradipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadakshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. One who has seen the truth will guide us in the truth, will guide us in that path. Further, Shvetashvatara Upanishad says, Ya eko jalavan ishata ishanibihi sarva loka nishata ishanibihi. Through his own internal potency, the supreme absolute truth controls the living entities, the material nature, the time factor, their characteristics, their activities, which are all subordinate to him. See what is written, this very important line. He is controlling all this. The time is controlled by Krishna. We can plan out. There are many plans we can do. But ultimately, everything lies in the hands of Krishna. Because he is the controller of time, he is the controller of material energy, he is the controller of all living entities. That is why he he is the Purusha. Purusha is not only the enjoyer, he is also the controller. Further, Shvetashvatara Upanishad speaks, Sano Buddhaya Shubhaya Samayo Naktu. So, praying to Lord, may the Lord give us pure intelligence so that we can fix our mind in worshipping Him. So, even for worshipping Him, we have to ask His mercy. That means, even for chanting, also, we have to ask His mercy. That is why before chanting, we chant the words Nama Chintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinatvam Nama Naminoho. This is the most important verse. Before chanting, glorify the holy name. Even to chant also, one requires His mercy. To be freed from material designation also, one requires His mercy. So explaining the word Niranjana, that to get freed from all these things also requires His mercy. To progress in devotional service requires His mercy. To have association of devotees also requires His mercy. Without His mercy, impossible to get all these things. This is all boost in devotional service. Nowadays, I'm writing one word, boost. In childhood, we used to have boost. But that boost only gives obesity and variety of diseases. But this boost, Caitanya Bhagavata boost, Chaitanya Charitamrita boost, will only boost us in devotional service and remove our material disease, not create material disease, in fact, remove our material disease. But that also requires the mercy of acharyas. And even before the mercy of Krishna, Acharya's mercy, Vaishnava's mercy is very much important. If we love Vaishnavas, that is why Sri Sampradaya's first principle is Vaishnava Seva. If we are eager to do Vaishnava Seva, automatically Krishna's mercy flows. Now further Shvetashvatara Upanishad says, Vishwasyaikam pariveshtitaram Isham tam gyatva amruta bhavanti. Entire universe is within His grip. He is all pervading, one without second. Everything has emanated from Him. He is a supreme controller. If one meditates on Him in this way, he achieves immortality. So while chanting, the whole consciousness is He is the one who is a controller of everything. Everything is in His hand. And He is there everywhere. He is all pervading. There's not a place where you cannot find Krishna. Everywhere Krishna is there. Again, Shvetashvatara Upanishad says, Tammeva viditvati mrityumiti nanyah pantah vidyate ayanaya. One can attain the perfect stage of liberation from birth and death simply by knowing the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is no other way to achieve this perfection. Again, Shvetashvatara Upanishad speaks, Ya etad viduramrutaste bhavanti yatetara Dukkham eva piyanti. Those who know this Supreme Brahman become immortal. And those who do not know Him suffer in this material world. So what is this immortality? Mama janmani janmani shware bhavatad bhakti rahituki tvai. This is immortality. One should not have that fear of, oh, what will happen? I should not get next birth. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu clearly says, let the next birth be there. But my devotion should not be stopped. And devotion, anyhow, is always immortal. Devotional activities is immortal. That immortality to be attained, that mercy to be got, and that prayers to be done. That I should attain that immortality wherever I am born, doesn't matter. I just have to perform ahaitukiya pratihata seva. Mama janmani ishware bhavatad bhakti ahaituki tvai. That hankering for devotional service should be there. The moment we are, what is the meaning of suffering? The moment we are away from devotional service, so-called happiness is also suffering. A person experiences both in this material world. That is why it is duality. Dualism means both things, good also, bad also. Happiness also, suffering also. It's not that only suffering is there. Happiness is also there. But that happiness is also a bundle of suffering because there is a fear of losing. Bliss is such a stage where one crosses this duality, and that can happen only when a person performs devotional service. Shvetashvatara Upanishad further says, Sarvasya Prabhum Ishanam Sarvasya Sharanam Prahat. Lord is the Prabhu. He is the master. He is the ultimate shelter of all living entities. He is the master. He is the shelter. And if we know this concept very nicely, then devotion is never lost. Tam akrutam pashyati vita shoko dhatu prasadan mahimanamisham. Shvetashvatara Upanishad further states, when one's contamination due to sense gratification is destroyed by his mercy, one develops attachment for the service of the Lord. A person becomes fully satisfied, sees the glorious Lord. In this way, becomes freed from all lamentation. Even to see him requires his mercy. To be surrendered to a process again requires his mercy. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasadam. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasadam. Yasya prasadat nagati kutopi. Without his mercy, getting spiritual mastery impossible. Without spiritual master's mercy, getting Krishna is also impossible. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Now one should offer worship with oblations of ghee. Tameva gyatva mrityupashaschinti chinati. When a human being realizes and worships him, his bondage is cut to pieces. So one should worship with oblations of ghee. So when a small yajna you can do in your house. A small yajna, you just have to have cow dung cake, put ghee on it, and keep one camphor. This is an oblation to Krishna. The moment the dhoop, that is that cow dung cake, burns in the house, negativity has to run away. That is the potency of mother cow. Mother cow is very dear to Krishna. So this yajna can be done by anyone and everyone. One need not have somebody coming and then doing the yajna. You can do it in your house only. Just light 2 kandas, put ghee on it, and keep one camphor. If this yajna is done in the house, chanting Krishna's name and having the fragrance of dhoop spread everywhere, kanda smell spread everywhere, understand mercy of mother cow flows and mercy of Krishna flows. Shvetashvatara Upanishad further says, Vidhamadevam Bhuvaneshamidyam. We meditate on the Supreme Lord who is worshipable to material leaders and controllers. Gyatva Devam Muchyate Sarvapashah. One should know him in truth and engage in his devotional service. One can take all these quotations and write in a paper. And while preaching, you can use these quotations because you are not speaking. It is the Upanishad which is speaking. In this way, one will be relieved from all bondage born of nescience. Shvetashvatara Upanishad further speaks, Tam Mahadevam Atma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshur Vai Sharanam Maham Prapadye. One must surrender unto the Supreme Lord if he at all wants liberation. If he wants liberation, surrender. Don't want liberation, suffer. Cut to gut preaching. You want to suffer, suffer. Go wander everywhere. You want to be focused, you want to increase your devotional service, then surrender. Be focused. 2 options are given. Like there is a counseling system. In the counseling system, one is completely cared by a counselor. One is, I will be roaming in all temples. Go. But you will never get any devotional service. If you are fixed up with a counselor, and that counselor is fixed up with his counselor, with the process of counseling system, then automatically service happens. The service is given. When the service is given, one progresses in devotional service. But if you just visit all the temples, who is going to give you service? We'll go and just take darshan and come out. What is the use? Without service, impossible to understand Krishna. That is why it is said, if at all he wants liberation, serve, surrender. Service will only make a person soft, or his heart becomes hard. This hardness can happen even to the ones who are reluctant to take responsibility. I will be just a visiting devotee everywhere. That means I don't want to take any temple's responsibility. Then what happens? The heart will become hard. The more hard, the creeper which is growing will slowly dry off. Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tasyete katita yartam prakashante mahatmanah. Most important verse of Shivatashvara Upanishad. Love your spiritual master, have that faith in your spiritual master as good as Krishna. That faith in the spiritual master, that faith in Lord will make him get all the knowledge. You don't have to study to get knowledge. Just serve, just be surrendered. Automatically, the imports, tasyete katitayartam prakashante mahatmana, automatically it will flow. Like yesterday, the festival was done in Nagpur. So this festival automatically will give knowledge. Why? It has invoked the mercy of not only the spiritual masters, but it has invoked the mercy of Krishna. Their Vaishnava Seva has been done. So bhakti begins with Seva. And the most important Seva, which Srila Prabhupada has given to all of us, is book distribution. So here we'll stop Caitanya Bhagavat, a little bit about book distribution. We should not take it so lightly. अरे हर साल तो होता है यार, क्या कौन लेता है बुक को? Sometimes we talk in a very, I can say, slang language. See, if this was the situation, Prabhupada would have predicted that after 50 years, nobody will buy books. But still it is going on. People take books. This is the only festival where we can invoke Krishna's mercy, Prabhupada's mercy. I'm not talking about Krishna's mercy. Just invoke Prabhupada's mercy. Whoever has done sincerely book distribution, or whoever is going to do book distribution, whoever has been doing book distribution, understand, Prabhupada's mercy is always there. Saraswati resides in their tongue. Standing on the streets, Saraswati, why she will come in the tongue of those who have such type of language? कौन करता है भक्ति, कौन आता है, कहाँ बिकता है ये सब? If you talk like this, then how Saraswati will come? Tell me. Saraswati resides in the tongue of those who serve their spiritual master. Our spiritual master is Srila Prabhupada, under whom we have various spiritual masters. And in this way, the disciplic succession flows. And this festival special is inaugurated by Srila Prabhupada. Before that, there was no marathon. This is the marathon. Now we have to take it up seriously. We have taken ample rest. Now Sundays are not just, I will go out, I am out of town, I will go here. No, now we have to be focused. 1 month festival. We can have different Nagar Sankirtan happening. Yesterday we were speaking, RSS and all had come. So we are organizing different Nagar Sankirtan in Thane. And in January, we are going to organize Go Rath Yatra. This is a new concept, Go Rath Yatra. And there will be examinations held on Go Sushma book in 4 important centers, where prize distribution, everything. So that planning, big planning is going on. Because until and unless we don't have cow mercy, impossible. We don't use cow products. We don't use Dantamanjan. What is the use? What is the use that we are just using the same paste? We are not having Satoguna in our life. Howsoever we will be studying, mercy has to flow also. No? So that is why awareness, giving awareness in the society, all devotees coming together, creating awareness in the society. Different places will be keeping examinations. Cash prizes also will be there. So big plan we are doing how to do about, because Last month in Kartik, we had very nice Lagu Bhagavad Katha, because of which at least few awareness has come. Now more awareness has to be there. This marathon, everybody will be taking part very nicely. In Thane, the leaders will be allocated, like we have Vaishnagor Prabhu, we have Jai Mohan Prabhu, we have Hansrupi Prabhu. 3 leaders are there here, under whose care 3 areas, and they will anchor the devotees who are all in their areas, and plan out different ways of distribution. Targets will be given for each leader, maybe 100 books, 200 books, each leader will be taking, and plan out 4 weeks how to go about Saturdays, Sundays, weekdays, how to go about. Jai Mohan Prabhu will be completely for this Lodhas and this area. Then we have Vaishnagor Prabhu for the Majivada to this area, Brahmanda, Hiranandani and all. Hansrupi Prabhu will be in that area, which is Hiranandani meadows and all those things. We have Kalyan leaders, Ambekar Prabhu, Mohini Mataji, and all. They will be focusing Kalyan. Chandrapati Prabhu will be focusing Borivali. And then Kaldivali will be focused by Jakan Prabhu along with his team, that is Kanna Prabhu and everyone. So let us participate first in this marathon. Marathon is the and acquire Prabhupada's mercy. Because without that, the whole year is wasted. Whatever we have done is a waste of time. Whatever devotional service also we have done is just a waste of time. So this month, walk, distribute. Don't plan so many things, so many Sundays, going out, meeting family, relatives. Call them, plan with them. So target I have taken the target. This time I've taken a minimum target, but we'll try to achieve at least 5,000 Gitas. But I have taken a target in the temple. I have not declared so big target. Every year, just 5,000 Gitas we are accomplishing every year. This time I have just given a low profile because our temple construction is also going on. But by Lord's mercy, 5,000 will happen. That much faith is there. So requesting devotees to all come together. So Jai Mohan Prabhu, Vaishnagor Prabhu, Vasandani Prabhu, you will be taking Chembur ka targets along with Purushottam Prabhu, Kusum Mataji. All of you should do in Chembur. Chembur also you can focus, and Pavai also you can focus. Talk to Bhaknagar Prabhu. All of you come together, work for Krishna. Jumur can focus along with Prabhat Prabhu, Narayan, everyone. You can focus in Nagpur. So we can focus there. And in this way, Nagpur also will be covered. So let us see how we can go about with taking targets. So target is like spiritual competition. Parina Mataji, I'm requesting you again, start Sunday classes for the children. It's very much important. Keep your sickness, keep your health aside. Sundays, I don't want any excuse for children program, because our children are our future. Give 1 hour time. Prabhupada gave for us so much time. That is why today we are all studying. And Priya in Delhi also can focus, take some books. We can bring for you books in Vrindavan Yatra. You can also focus distributing books in Delhi. Though different temples are also doing, but this is the target from our side. So our side, there is a spiritual competition between leaders also. So if at all you have some faith in the process, which in the studying process which we have been given, so at least work for Jagannath Center and see that our Thane achieves the target which has been taken by all of you in different places. Satyabhama Mataji, you can also think about distributing via Radha in Nellore, different places. So Vaishnava Prabhu, are you ready? Whoever's name I have given, just unmute yourself. Vasandani Prabhu, are you ready?
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Chembur should do nice targets. You can distribute in your banks and all. So how much target you all want, you can write to me and send to me how much you want. Not less than 200 I'm going to give to all of you. Yes, Vasandani Prabhu? have anything to say?
I just have to yes, Mataji, and Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Jakkan Prabhu. Jakkan Prabhu,
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
करना है
हाँ यस करेंगे
शांति में सक्सेस करना है, ठीक है। जय मोहन प्रभु, जय मोहन प्रभु। हाँ, ये हाथ ऊपर उठा, वेरी गुड, वंडरफुल, करेंगे। वैष्णव गौर प्रभु, आप क्लास में हैं? आई थिंक इज नॉट रीचेबल।
हाँ माता जी, मैं फ्लाइट टेक ऑफ कर रहा था, तो डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाऊँ।
हाँ, नो प्रॉब्लम, सबको मिलके अच्छा सा ये टारगेट करना है।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, 500 फ्रॉम मी।
जय जय। तो एक एक ऐसा टारगेट दे दीजिए, तो हम आपका एरिया में आपको जितने जितने लोगों को जोड़ना है, विजय, यहाँ सारिका हस्बैंड शेरेंद्र, सारिका शेरेंद्र, सबको जोड़ के हम 500 टारगेट जय मोहन प्रभु करेंगे। सब लोग मुझे टारगेट भेजिए। एंथुसियाज्म नहीं है तो डिवोशन नहीं है। उत्साह निश्चय धैर्य तत्त कर्म प्रवर्तना संगत्यागा सतो वृत्ते हैं षड्वीर भक्तिर प्रसिद्ध्यति। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम। माता जी, बुक्स कब से अवेलेबल है अपना सेंटर में?
ऐसे हमारे ओल्ड स्टॉक बहुत पड़े हैं, आपको जो चाहिए। आज हम लोग निरंजन के साथ, जय मोहन प्रभु, आज पूरा रिकॉर्ड निकालिए हमारे पास कितने बुक्स हैं, क्योंकि बुक्स ऑर्डर करके आने को थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, तब तक ये बुक्स हम लोग डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं।
हाँ
तो आज प्रभु जी पूरा निकालिए हमारे पास कितने बुक्स हैं, क्या है, कौन से लैंग्वेज के हैं, सबको
ओके
नीचे क्या क्या ऑर्डर करना है फटाफट मैं ऑर्डर कर दूंगी।
ओके, हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण।
अपर्णा माता जी, आप वैष्णव गौर प्रभु जी के साथ रहिए, तो आपका कृपा से उनके अंदर भी बहुत जोश भर जाएगा।
माता जी।
बहुत ही जोश है, लेकिन एक बोलते हैं ना एल्डरली मदरली। हरी